Hello and welcome to Body Bags. My name is James and I'm your Sunday night reviewer. And this evening I've been looking at the film The Munster. This is a 2016 film by Brian Bertino. Well, the film, we have a a bit of a not normal, quite an unusual angle for a mother-daughter dynamic in this film. We have the mother, played by Zoe Kazan, and the daughter, played by Ella Ballantyne. And this is not really a good relationship. The mother is an addict. Well, she's an addict, and then she's a mother. She's terrible. Yeah. She's into drugs and alcohol, and it's taking a big hold on her life, and through consequences of actions that she has decided to take. Basically, she's losing custody of her child, who is going to be with the father. So she's actually, this film is set where she is taking her daughter to him. Now this is a film full of flashbacks. We look at the dynamic of what's happening in the situation as we speak, and with the obvious Munsters we can see on the cover. Nice giveaway there. And then all the flashbacks are kind of dealing with their relationship and how it got to the point where she's losing her. It's not hard to see that the Munster is the addiction and the mother is fighting the addiction to save her daughter. I mean, it's not hidden, really. It's pretty obvious. That's not a bad thing that it's obvious. It's just a statement fact that it's just there. It's quite clear to see. Well, through the flashbacks, you see that she really is horrible to her daughter. There's moments and cracks which come later in the film, but through little bits of the cracks in the flashbacks. It's not cracks that she's showing herself to be bad. It's cracks that she's showing herself that she loves her daughter, because that's really not apparent through the scenes that we see. Just shitty things that she does, like her daughter's been practicing for a play, and then basically it comes around that the daughter doesn't want her mum there, and so she's like, fine, fuck you, they're having a big screaming fit, and she's like, well, you make your own way to the play, which she can't do, she's screwed, and the mother just drives off. The daughter's trying to hide drugs from the mother in another flashback, and the current squeeze is just a drug addict itself, and it's like really shouting at her to find like where the drugs are. She's like, then she just comes in and starts shouting at her, and then end of the scene she ends up hitting her. And the child's obviously distraught. She's just trying to protect her mother, and her mother just doesn't care. It's just all about the drugs. It's addiction. So it's not that well. Obviously she doesn't care, but addiction takes over. So I think it's portrayed quite well in the film, that side of things. And like I said, the addiction is the Munster, and the Munster's in the film, but for me, the Munster distracted it all. It's like, there's obvious scenes of tension with a Munster. It's like they hit a wolf in the car, end up having an accident, the mother hurts herself, so they call a mechanic, and there's an ambulance coming as well, so the mechanic comes to fix the car, and obviously, you know, he's not going to last long, so he's gone, and then his arm returns, and then yeah, shit starts to go down with that, and they're just like trying to hide in the car and stuff, but it's he's quite generic, and I'm just not sold by the Munster part of it. This is this didn't make it onto my top 10 films for 2016, and I know it made it onto quite a few people's, but I was just, I don't know what it is about the Munster thing. I love creature features, but I mean, yeah, he looks alright. He's a bit cumbersome and a bit slow, and it's like you'd expect something that's been out there for God knows how many years. Well, you don't know the backstory. You don't know where it's come from, whether it's indigenous there or whatever. We really don't know, but it's just big and cumbersome and clunky, and it's a bit dumb with some of the things that it does, and it's a bit obvious some of the things that happen in the film. Like, you can see where things are going quite clearly, and I found myself wanting to, okay, yeah, just get through this and get to the flashback scenes, because they were really interesting, and the performances, especially by Zoe Kazan, is an excellent performance. I mean, her performance with the Munster when it's there is great, but it's really these scenes of shithousery where she's just a god-awful mother. They must have been quite difficult films to see, and she does a really good job, and I found myself, those are the bits that I was really enjoying. But yeah, like I said, the ambulance turns up, we lose the ambulance crew, the ambulance gets trashed, there's a plan hatched, and different shit goes down, and like I said, the flashbacks start to change a bit. It's like, from the god-awfulness that you actually start to see, especially right towards the end, it's like there's moments of glimmer of kindness and love and regret and all these things seeping in. And especially, I'm not sure how old Ella Valentine is, but she does quite a good job. I mean, it's quite a difficult thing to show so much emotion, but Zoe Kazan's role in this, I think she does a really good job. And yeah, I won't really delve into it too much. Like I said, the basic plot of the film is a mother trying to save her daughter from addiction. She couldn't do it during the addiction, so she tries to do it with Munster, which it's the same thing, yeah. And that's it. I think that's enough for my review. It's definitely worth checking out. Like I said, this made a lot of people's 2016 lists, and it's a good film. Like I said, I actually preferred this to be a lot more of a dark drama. I think didn't need the Munster for me, but yeah, good film. Check it out. I think tomorrow we're starting our theme week, so hope you look forward to that. Yeah, I guess I'll see you on Sunday. Thank you. Good night.